Adrian, welcome to the Cornea impression. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you very much, Shivaum.
Well, congratulations for the Type 00. What are your thoughts on it?
So for me, this is absolutely incredible. So I've been lucky enough to see this car since March 2021. That's when I first saw it. And the emotion I got when I saw that car blew me away. But now it's the chance where the UK probably get to see it. So actually, for me, this is really special. The first time the UK that the public has been able to see the car. And actually the emotional attachment that people get, that's what we wanted. We wanted to get that resonance with people.
And how has the response, sorry, I cut you out there, but how has the response been after they've seen the car? What's the general atmosphere like?
The atmosphere is brilliant. What we always wanted to see was have an emotion. This Jaguar is an emotional brand. And emotions come with opinions. And what I've heard throughout the week has been some great opinions. There's some people it's not for them, and that's absolutely fine. For loads of people, actually seeing it in person, this has blown them away. When you see the car in person versus digital, you get a whole different impression.
100%.
And that's been what's really, really interesting talking to people. And so the opinion's been really, really positive. It's been great. And it's really great to engage with people, actually, about what is Jaguar, what's it mean to them, how do they see the future of this evolving? We're really trying to take people on that journey, and I love seeing that, engaging with people about it, so it's brilliant.
So when are we going to see the actual car on road?
So this year is all about Type 00, the brand telling about this car. Towards the end of the year, we'll tell you more about the production car.
And
next year is when you'll really start to hear about what we're bringing coming forward. Production car is already on the road, it's already in testing. You'll see there's got some heavy camera at the moment. We get some lighter camera coming on later in the year. I've had the privilege to be in the car. I can tell you it's really progressing brilliantly. So yeah, watch this space, and hopefully, maybe this time next year, we'll be standing with a different car behind us.
100%. I'm looking forward to that. Quick question, blue or pink?
So I really like London blue. I've seen it in a range of other colours. The point about Jaguar is you can express yourself, and so for me, I like the blue. I love this from Paris. I think it is stunning. So that's what we did. So yeah, that's just my personal choice, but everyone's entitled to look.
What was the reaction of everything? How did you deal with all the reaction you got after you launched the car and after the entire advertisement campaign that was with the rebranding? How did you cope with that? How was that experience?
It was a phenomenal experience. It was different. We always knew we wanted to get people speaking about Jaguar. That was the aim. Jaguar had to be in the conversation, and boy was it in the conversation. It was everywhere, and so it was probably a bigger scale than we expected. The reaction was no, there's no denying that. There were some really interesting challenges, but what you absolutely saw was Jaguar is a brand that people care about. And so it became that conversation, And for us, it achieved what it had to do. It put Jaguar back in the conversation, And then allowed us to reveal this car, which propelled it even further in the conversation, And you only have to look at the attention we're getting this weekend, I don't know. This stand has been so busy throughout Goodwood because people want to see it. Everyone's heard about it. They want to come see it.
It looks absolutely fantastic to me, like I mentioned to you. We are looking at, earlier when I saw the launch car, the mention was they want to elevate the brand to another level of luxury. Do you think the customers will accept the price points that you all will be launching it at? Because I know you'll want to push to a segment higher. You'll want to punch to a higher segment. How do you think audiences will accept that price point?
So you're absolutely right. We are looking to move to a different price point. We are taking Jaguar back to its luxury route. If you think of Jaguar, we talk about it as going, back to the Jaguar's natural habitat. You take where we were throughout our history, that's proportionally, it's pretty much where we used to play. The upper premium segment is too crowded and too competitive, and it isn't really a play. It still requires economies of scale. We've moved Jaguar in this direction. We've researched it with clients, and we believe they've got a willingness to pay as long as we execute on it. I think that's the real key. People who go into this price bracket with Jaguar, if we go and deliver on what we're doing here, and that's why we're starting out and telling and unpacking this story and taking you on that journey. And it's really important to us that we absolutely deliver on what we've got here, because if we do that, absolutely, we believe there's an audience that will definitely come with us.
I know what you guys did with Range Rover. I saw the customer experience, the luxury experience. So I know you all got that right.
We've Range Rover. We've also done it with Defender. So
exactly,
and that's the whole beauty of the house. Look in the house of brands at JLR. We know how to operate in this space. We'll call the brands apart. We'll give each brand its own identity. And that's really where we can really start to craft the position for each of the brands, and particularly for Jaguar, and give us that space to really operate and play. And you only have to look at the reaction. I was talking to someone earlier today, who's a Taken owner and a G3RS owner, said absolutely he could see this car in his portfolio.
Oh, 100%.
So there's a definite swell to that, and that gives us confidence in terms of where we can definitely go with it.
Right. So, what do you think of all the other news that's coming out? What's your comment on the contract ending with Spark 44, all the rumors around that?
So I'm not involved in the marketing side, so I'll pass those questions on to Kirsty or so on. What I do know is it's just the end of a contractual arrangement. That's part of it. It's essentially no story from our side.
You all had a very interesting comment when you launched the car in November or September last year, give or take, about the showroom and customer experience. Can you let the audiences know more about that? Because that is going to be pivotal in your journey of elevating the brand to the next level as well, right?
It is. It's a really good point, and it's something we're going to explain as we take you more on the journey going forward. So we know to turn Jaguar into the brand we want it to be in the future, it's both the brand, it's the product, and it's the whole client experience. And we're going to elevate that. That includes our own brand stores that we're doing in London and in Paris.
Right.
And we need to take that environment and put it into working with our retailers. And what's brilliant is we've taken our retail on the same journey as Jaguar.
Right.
And so they understand behind the scenes exactly what's going on for us. And we need to sell this as a brand and a lifestyle,
right?
Not just a car and feature specs. And everyone's on the journey with us. So that's what you'll see. And we'll definitely tell you more about that as we come close to the production car and on sale.
And the other elephant in the room, electrification. We are seeing a lot of markets adapt at different paces, some being more resistant to change than others. A lot of those markets are key markets for Jaguar. How do you see them adapt to Jaguar being electric?
So you're absolutely right. Electrification is at different levels of speed in different regions.
Right.
And for us, we've had this analogy of, it's an ice hockey analogy. We go to where the puck is going.
Right.
And the long-term trajectory, we believe, is it will migrate to electric. But I think there's a couple of points I want to really talk about there. One is, we designed this car first and foremost as a Jaguar that happens to be electric.
Right.
And so for us, it's about the brand and what we're selling there.
Right.
But what we also know is by being electric, we have to meet a certain hygiene range. And so for us, what was really important was to build this platform ground up. So the JEA, Jaguar Electric Architecture, was done deliberately to enable us to have these proportions, this design language,
right,
but also give us those electric attributes that are important. So we are talking 400 miles EPA range,
right?
We are talking the ability to fast charge the vehicle,
right?
We do know how, with everything we've done and learned from iPace, with things we launched with the other branch and Range Rover BEV, we obviously know what we're doing with public charging infrastructure, right? We know we've got to make that journey seamless. So while it's not first and foremost an electric vehicle, it will absolutely have the capability and the seamless part of the electric journey that clients will expect.
Right.
From that point of view, I'm not worried about the electrification part. I do, coming back to your question, it will vary with different regions. So we know, for example, the UK announced earlier yesterday some further investment into EV infrastructure. Right. We know some markets will go faster than others,
right?
But this is a long-term bet,
right?
The whole point of the architecture is so it'll build over time,
right?
But like I say, with that kind of range, we think it takes away all the range anxiety you'll get with a home charger as well. We don't see that as a big area to purchase.
What other products can you talk about other than the sedan or saloon car?
Afraid I can't talk to you about the future portfolio, but absolutely, what I can tell you is the design language throughout the whole portfolio is built on this.
Okay.
So we designed the portfolio at the outset with a design language for Jaguar. So what you get here, what I can tell you is the first car will be the 4-door GT.
Okay.
Take this car and imagine it as the 4-door GT.
Right.
But don't start trying to change it like people have tried to imagine it.
Right.
It is this car reimagined as the 4-door.
Okay. So I'm going to speculate about being it elongated 4 doors and as monolithic as it looks right now. That's what my imagination is going to tell me about.
Absolutely. You'll get the wow factor definitely from 4-door GT.
I'm looking forward to that. More luxury, more lifestyle.
Absolutely. Luxury, lifestyle, all about the design. Getting that relationship with clients is bringing them in the journey in the brand. We want that relationship. That's what we've really found with these potential clients going forward. They're independently minded, they're curious, they want to have a relationship with the brand.
Right.
We want to take them on the journey. It's not just, here's the car, off you go. It's actually come into the world of Jaguar, work with us, be part of our brand experience going forward.
Well, I wish you all the best. I'm looking forward to seeing this on the road very soon. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Ethan.
Thank you.